Hey guys, Seacrafter here, and this is my tutorial for Skyfactory on how to make a really good, really big and efficient obsidian generator where it's completely AFK, self-going, you don't need to do anything to it. Once it's built, you just leave it and it works in the background, and you just get stacks and stacks of obsidian really fast, really easy. I left this AFK for about, I think it was 2.5 hours, and I filled 3 full drawers and almost filled another drawer. So yeah, it's faster. You'll get more obsidian than you'll ever need. So yeah, it's really good, and I would say it's mid tier in the game. So yeah, you want to be somewhat ahead to make this in the game. Ideally you would have iron so you can make second tier cobblestone generators, but if iron is limited, you could just make 2 regular ones, which are really easy to make. You will be having to use item conduits and fluid conduits, which are pretty basic and easy to make. All you need is an alloy smelter and a few minerals, and you can make a bunch of pipe quite easy. Lots of stone to make stone barrels, but again, that's really easy to get. And as for, I've used concrete and glass for this, but you can use whatever blocks you want. It makes no difference in the actual design. And obviously you're going to need quite a few crucibles, since they're the heart of this entire thing, but they're only clay and bone meal, so it's nothing expensive. So yeah, this is that simple to make. Nothing on this build is expensive or hard to get. So yeah, I'm going to just jump right into it and we'll start making this. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is get a bunch of stone barrels. I will be having, in the description I will be putting all the different materials you need and the amount that you need. So for stone barrels, we're going to go along 15 blocks, and then we'll go to the middle and go 7 from each side from the middle. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll find the middle, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the middle there. So there should be 7 on each side of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So from the middle we're going to go another 7 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then on this side another 7 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're basically going to go diagonally from those corners. And the reason we're doing it this way is just because if you put one water source block in the middle, it'll flow on top of all these barrels, and it just means you have to use less water and it's a bit easier. Plus it looks nicer as well with this design, since I like all my things to look quite nice. So really easy. Fill this in, and I'll just quickly speed myself up doing the rest of these. Perfect, so you should end up with something a little bit like this. And now, because we don't want any rain to fill these barrels, since that would be really bad, since we only want lava going in these, even though we're going to be having water on top, you're going to put a roof on, which is why over here you'll see I used glass so that you can see and look inside, so you can see when, you just saw there, it turns to obsidian. So I'm just going to use glass for this. I might as well just grab some of this while I'm here. I'm using, this is just regular glass, but I've used chisel mod to make it look a little bit nicer. And so you can just get a chisel, this one here, and it just takes any block and makes it look a bit nicer. So if we just go around all this and just cover every single barrel with some sort of block, it doesn't have to be glass, whatever you want, and then we'll come back once I've done that. I was just going to say, a good tip for this, if you get a wand, it doesn't have to be a diamond one, you can get a stone one even, and it's just so much easier to build with a wand. So that you can just quickly go like that. And also we're going to go on the outside, and I'm going to use concrete, because I think it looks nice. So just quickly go on the side as well, just so it's a bit safer. Alright, so you should have something looking a little bit like this. So now, I've missed one out, that's not good. So yeah, once you got this going, you want to find the middle block, so that's the middle, and there's the middle. So if you break this here, and just want to get some water, if we get some, it's just lagging a bit, there we go. And then we should pour that in, and that should cover every single barrel nicely, if we've done it right. Okay, if it doesn't cover every barrel, you've done something wrong, and you might have put too many barrels. So just make sure, test it out, make sure you just cover all of them. And even if it doesn't, you can just put some more water and it doesn't make a difference. But for niceness sake, I like this design the best. Okay, so the next bit is a little bit fidgety, but what needs to be done, and we're going to make these lava platforms here so that we can get the lava to fill our barrels. And so to make these, we're just going to come to each corner and go third from the end and just bring it out a little bit. So we're going to bring 10 out from this block here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we get the wand. Oh, that's awesome that happened. There we go. And we'll just bring this out nice and fast. And then we'll get our our level 2 cobblestone generator. And that will make more than enough cobblestone to fill these crucibles. As I said before at the beginning, you can just use the tier 1 and just make a couple of them. But it's only like 8 iron to make the upgrade to this one. So it's worth it to just use a little bit iron and make it a lot faster. And you will need some netherrack to do it this way. Or you could use lava underneath this, but it won't make the lava quite as fast, so the obsidian generator will be slightly slower if you use lava instead of netherrack. But obviously it is your choice if netherrack isn't an option for you at the moment. Because you can always just take the lava out and upgrade this later if you want to. So you just gotta light all this up. Ooh. And the reason you're using netherrack for this is because it never stops burning. And this fire will just be here forever now. And I'll just go get some bits from over here. There we go. So yeah, once you got this fire in, you can just get your crucible and just add a crucible for every one of these. And so that means if you look on the top, it'll say crucible, solid none, liquid none, but rates 4x, so it's gonna be 4 times the speed. Whereas if you put lava, it's 3 times. And I think if you put a torch, I think it's 2 times or something. And I think a lit furnace is 1.5. So yeah, netherrack is the fastest way to do this. So now cobblestone generator, this will be making cobblestone now. So if we put this on, and then we put one on top of every single crucible, and this is going to be what's going to be putting the cobblestone inside the crucible, which is what's going to make it into lava. So you want to get an ender IO wrench, this one here, the Yeta wrench. I'm just going to click here first to get rid of this. So if you click it twice, you'll get rid of it. And if you click on this like square thing onto the generator, it's on extract, which is what we want because you want to extract the cobble out of the generator. And we want it active without signal. And then we want to go up to these, and it by default will always be on out instead of in. So if you right click on them all, it'll put the arrow going downward instead, which means it'll put the cobblestone inside of it instead of taking it out. And that's why you can see it's slowly filling up with cobblestone on every time I right click on the arrow. So we want these all facing down, which is the easiest bit of this. So now this is literally making lava right now. So you can see solid cobblestone is slowly going down and the liquid lava is slowly going up. And 1000 is 1 bucket of lava, which is also how much you need for 1 barrel. So as soon as one of these is full, I think they carry 3000. So 1 full of these is 3 obsidians worth. But they'll just keep going forever now since the obsidian generator, the cobblestone generator, sorry, needs no power or anything. Once it's done, it's just done. And now we want to get the lava out of this and into the barrels, which means if you like shift on this and right click, it adds the fluid tanks onto the same block right next to the item conduits, which is really useful. So yeah, like this, since we can't put the pipes underneath because the netherrack's there. Alright, perfect. Now this is by default, these will be on in and out, but we want them on just out. So if you right click on it once, they'll put them on extract mode. So you want them all on extract. So you just want to go around them all and just make sure that the arrow is pointing up in all of them. Nice and easy. And then we'll have to go back around and right click on them all. Oop, that was meant to happen. Extract, there we go. Yep. If that does happen, you can just click on the square again and put it back in extract mode. And did I get those middle ones? No. Nope, didn't mean to do that. So you can do a trick where if I shift and scroll, you can get rid of the other pipes, which I should have done in the first place. It makes things a little bit easier. And you have to do that with the wrench in your hand. And I think that one's on the wrong one. It is. I want you on insert, that's right. So now the liquid will come out of these, but only if we go on activate without signal. So you have to go on all of them and just go on. And it is quite tedious and annoying, But once you've done it once, it's done for life. So you just gotta go around all of them and go and extract without signal. Or activate without signal even. And you'll have to do that on every single one, since you can't do it with a wrench apparently, which is quite annoying. Okay, now that that's done, all the pipes will be filled up with lava, so that is great. And that means if we connect these pipes up to the barrels, they will actually start flowing and making obsidian right now, which is why we're going to connect them up right now, so that we can get a decent head start. So, but first obviously we need to get all the pipes underneath the barrels, which we should probably do first. And it's easier to put the liquid ones on first than the item ones, because they're a bit more fiddly. So if you put all the liquid ones up right now, just go around. Obviously you might have to make a floor underneath you when you're making this on survival, unless you have the angel air ring, which means you can fly. But I think most people making this probably won't have that. So yeah, underneath every single barrel, I'm going to be putting these all on insert mode, since we want the lava going in and not out. Right now that you have all these pipes placed, and it'll probably be looking quite ugly now, but now we're going to make sure that these are all on insert mode. So if you click on each one of them twice, you'll have the arrow going into the barrel, which is what we want on all of them, since if it's not, it'll just be all messed up. So yes, we're going to have to go on every single pipe and put them all facing up, which will take ages, but like I said before, once you've done it once, you've done it for life, and it's really easy. It's not exactly like this is difficult. So I'm just going to skip forward now, doing all this in fast mode. And a long time later, it's finally done, and all the arrows are pointing up, which means that this will all be filling with lava as soon as I connect it up with these. And now I'm going to have to make another 3 of these on each side, which I'll quickly do later. So as you can see now, these are slowly filling up, and so that, yeah, these do contain a lot of lava, so these will fill up a few barrels straight away if I connect them up, and I'm doing this all wrong, with the wrench. So if I go up like this, and I catch it here, up, and one more, so that won't connect to it straight away, which is completely normal, don't worry about that. If you just right click on this side of it, it'll fill up, and yeah, they'll start filling all the barrels. So if we go back up to the top, it should even make obsidian, yep. So that means all this lava straight away, you'll see, it went from being full of lava to having none whatsoever, and that's completely normal. So next we're going to make 3s on all 3 sides, so I'm just going to speed myself doing this really fast. Alright, so now you should have all 4 platforms done, all making lava and filling up the barrels in the middle. And we've got a little bit of obsidian going on already. These barrels will be slowly filling up as we go along. It'll not take long for this to start filling up. And it looks like this one is on the wrong way. And that's wrong too. If I just go on extract, there we go, that's better. So yeah, we've got these going. So now what we want to do is get the obsidian out of there into a drawer. And so you can put the drawer any way you want really. I'm just going to put it here for neatness sake. So if I get a drawer, any one will do, doesn't matter what type of wood you get. I'll just get oak one. And, I'll just put one down for now, just because why not. And we'll go underneath it. So you don't have to go underneath, but I think we'll make this look as nice as we possibly can. And try and hide the cable. So get this under, put it through the middle. And now comes the really annoying bit where we have to put an item conduit under every single barrel and put it on extract mode and extract without redstone signal. So it's basically exactly the same as where we put the flute pipe in, but we want it coming out instead of going in. So now we're just going to upload a couple so you can see what it's meant to look like. So it'll go like that, it'll be automatically on extract, so that's good. And you've got to right click and set it to reactivate without signal on every single one. And the best way to do this as well is if you get the wrench and they make those pipes invisible by holding shift. Hold shift and space if you're in creative mode. And use the middle button, like the scroller, the toggle, making them visible or not. And I'll keep these visible, so while you're going around, you'll only be able to click on these, which makes it 10 times easier. So yeah, we're just going to speed up doing that, and then you'll be pretty much done. So see you in 2 minutes. That took so long, I forgot when I was picking that how long this actually takes to make. Wow, that was a long time. Okay, now you're looking more or less done, so you want to go into this pipe that we started with, go and insert, and let's hope there's obsidian that's going to go inside of here. And I don't see any coming in yet, so I'm slightly worried. Let's have a look over here, see what's going on. I can see there's obsidian moving around. What is going on here? Have I connected this up? No, I have not. I was really worried for a second that this wasn't working there. So yep, there we go, stacks. So we've already got 5 stacks. I think that's the end now. It just looks like, yep, okay, so it looks like I've accidentally placed a pipe here as well. So that's another obsidian there. So now this, it looks like it's bugged a little bit here, let's just go pick that up. But from now on it should just be smooth sailing. So let's see how much obsidian we have with that one. So just over 5 stacks is what we get initially from this, but now over time it'll just go more and more and more and more, and it'll just go on forever since you don't do anything to this. All you need to do is come over every so often, get some obsidian, however much you want, then just leave it running again. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope you have found it useful. If you have, then please leave a like and subscribe to get some more tutorials. I am going to be doing a soul sand tutorial next, which is also a really good design, just as fast as this one. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.